my peeps, it is time to be fondled in the pink bowl of happiness. I've got all the names of everyone who signed up to try for the cashmere scarf in either the purple or the gray, whichever you decide you want. A lot of you guys gave me an idea of what you wanted, which was super cool, so I know what to send. I have some of your contact information, those of you who have been with me for a long time. But if I choose the name of someone who I don't already have contact information, I am going to go ahead and message you through YouTube, and then also you can email me if you see this and you see that your name's been drawn. You can email me at my regular YouTube email, which is dearangryexwife@gmail.com. I'll have it written down below so you can do that. So anyhow, I believe it's time for some fondling. I do think it's fondle time. Doesn't that feel good? I know you guys, a lot of you you tell me how much you love it when you're being fondled in the pink bowl. So I'm going to give you a little extra fondle today. And while I'm fondling you, I'm going to tell you that today is my birthday. A lot of you guys know. I'm having a wonderful birthday. It is overcast and cool here today, which is nice. And Gracie's here. She is washing dishes. And I turned around to see if you could see her. Let's see here. There she is! Wave hi to the peeps, Gracie! And we're going to continue working in the pantry room to get that, fall cleaning done in there. Oh, doesn't this feel good? And then we're going to take a quick drive up to the grocery store in the village, and we're going to buy a pork roast and some potatoes and some onions and some green beans, and I'm going to come home and make a lovely dinner. Hopefully my sons are going to stop by. I know my youngest one will be here after school around 9:30, and I think my oldest one is going to stop by in the afternoon as well. I am going to make chocolate cupcakes with chocolate icing as my cake. And yeah, so I'm having a great birthday, and I just wanted to tell you guys that. Okay, I think I fondled you enough. You're gonna make me buy you dinner if I fondle you anymore, so I'd better stop. All right, so now here we go. We're gonna do the drawing. A little extra fondle because I can't help myself. All right, so now I'm gonna pull a name out of the pink bowl of happiness. Got two. There we go. I've got one now. Alrighty, so it is Crystal Addis. 2 words, Crystal, and then Addis, Addis, who wants a purple scarf. Congratulations, Crystal! Your purple scarf will be winging its way in your direction very, very soon. So, yeah, thanks everybody who entered. Your name is going to remain in the pink bowl of happiness. I never throw away these strips of paper. As a matter of fact, the pink bowl of happiness is going to have to get bigger because I've got a huge glob of these paper things. It's enormous. So anyhow, all right. I have been MIA recently on YouTube the past, 3-4 days. Primarily because we've been in this fall cleaning frenzy. Just doing stuff outside, grabbing stuff from the mini storage so that we can shut that down. We've got one more load. Grace has been coming over extra days, helping me with paperwork and, continuing to do like kind of deep cleaning, fall cleaning stuff. So that's kind of, my whole life has been about cleaning for the past little while. And then by the time it's time for me to, lie down and concentrate on making videos, I'm really too tired. I made a video the other day that I didn't post because it just was blah, 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 blather. I mean, I don't know that I could even follow what I was trying to say. So I was just really, really tired. So I didn't upload it to, irritate you guys with. And let's see what's next. Oh, I had a company contact me. They want me to do a video about their little 3D pin that has the little plastic things. So it's for kids. It's a children's 3D pin. I've never used one. I'm so excited to see what this thing's all about. So hopefully that review will be coming up shortly. Also, too, I think I told you guys this, the Munch Pack people want to go ahead and send us a Munch Pack box every month, so we can do that every month. That will be fun. I'm making lots and lots of headway with my Dollar Tree cookbook. I'm at the point now where it's all outlined. I have a couple of the chapters written. I've got my introduction and so forth. Now what I need to do is photograph all the foods that I use from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to make infographics basically that'll show like the different kinds of starches that I use and the different sorts of vegetables and how you can add proteins to all of this. I've got a whole chapter on greens, how important that is. My whole, you know how I am when it comes to my bed of greens, boy, that's what I want my calorie packed Dollar Tree meal to be sitting on, as a pile of greens. So I talk about that, and then I also have a chapter on spice blends, making your own spice blends from, you know, dollar store spices. So yeah, it is really coming along. I'm excited. I imagine it's going to take me maybe another 6 weeks or so to finish this thing. Then I'll edit it, and what I'll probably do is put a free version out for download on wherever it is, whatever, you know, Kindle or whoever will allow me to put up something free for people to download. I might also just put it together as a big long PDF and stick it on Facebook or wherever it is I can let you guys download it for free. And I'll keep it free for a while, and then I'll probably edit it one more time, make it nice and pretty, and then I'll go ahead and stick it on Kindle or Amazon or whatever for a fee of something cheap, probably $3 or less. So anyhow, that's kind of what it's looking like so far. All of that stuff's subject to change, but yeah, I'm just I didn't think I was going to like writing this book as much as I do, but I really am having fun. So that's my little side project. What else? Oh, I'm going to go visit a friend in Pasadena next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. She's going through a lot of the same stuff that I went through and a lot of you guys went through when your parents were elderly and on their way, you know, to their final days. She's dealing with a lot of the same stresses I dealt with. Just very parallel kind of situation. I think of so many of you who've shared your experiences with me on that score when I was going through it myself, and I just was at total loose ends and completely stressed out. And I had a lot of help. I mean, you know, my mom had plenty of money. I could hire help if I needed it. My boys were right there with me helping out. And so I had a whole lot of support, but even with all that, it was overwhelming. So my friend who doesn't have quite as much support as I had is really having a hard time. So I thought I would go down and hang out with her and be supportive and, you know, just go hang out in LA for a couple days. So that is what's upcoming for me. What are you guys doing on Thanksgiving? I'd like to know. Thanksgiving has normally been the time of year where Grant always went to his own family's place, and then I would go to my family's. We always split up on Thanksgiving. And, you know, this is the first year that all of our parents are gone. So we are going to just do our own thing here, where I'm going to make a little Thanksgiving dinner, little traditional dinner, and invite anybody who wants to come over. My kids, a couple of my friends who don't have family. I'm going to invite the neighbors to drop by, that kind of thing. Just very low-key here at home, not having to dress up and drive and all those things you have to do when you're, going to somebody else's Thanksgiving deal. So that's what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. And the rest of my birthday day is just going to be more of the same. Just cleaning and organizing, which makes me so happy. I know when you look at my thrashed background here, you wonder if I'm telling you the truth, but I really am. As a matter of fact, out on my driveway, I have a bunch of barn lumber that I had salvaged from my dad's house, and I had Grant lay it all out and pressure wash it on both sides. And you see back here where there's no wallboard, that's all going to be an antique barn lumber. And then this dresser that you see behind me, I'm going to put that back together. It's got a big, like, shelving top. This thing's probably from the 1890s or so. It has a big shelving top. It's very ornate. And I'm going to crackle paint it white so that it will be white against a dark wall, which I think will look really cool. And then I'll be able to put my ubiquitous candle back there, like every other YouTuber has, and you know, and have little displays that change as the seasons change. So, I am focusing on this area of my house to be where I normally sit and do this kind of a video. Across the way from me there is a door with windows and a bank of 3 windows. So and then I've also got one of my softbox lights up here. So there's lots of lighting so you can see all the imperfections in my face. Do you guys get these actinic keratoses from the sun? Man, I want to go to a dermatologist and have him just take me by the hair and dip my entire body down into some kind of acid, swish me around, pull me out again, you know, hit me with a little bit of baking soda water to neutralize it, and get rid of all of these things. They just drive me freaking nuts. I absolutely hate them. All my old lady spots. God, I've even got them under here. Good Lord. So that's my latest thing that's bugging me, is all that crap on my face. Look at this. This is from Splat, I think it's called. This purple. This purple, what you see here is grow out. It doesn't wash out. So my hair's growing fairly fast right now, so I need to go in and do a little bit of a touch-up, obviously, get the roots, you know. But if you, and this is on my regular dark hair with no bleaching. I mean, obviously this is the white hair up here, but the back of my head is dark and I didn't do any bleaching. And so I'm really astounded at how beautifully this purple covers. I mean, it just does a magnificent job of covering, you know, my salt and pepper darkish hair, as well as the white hair at the front. And it also gives it this marvelous weird sort of ombre kind of flavor, and I just love it. So any of you guys who are tired of having Manic Panic and, you know, Ion and all those other ones that we use, you're tired of having them wash out, and you want something that's going to stay better, and you like purple. They also have some other colors as well. Purple isn't the only one. This, I think, it's called Midnight Amethyst or Midnight Purple. Anyway, look for the Splat brand. I think, like, where did I get this? I think I bought this at CVS. I got this at CVS. So, you know, try your Walgreens and CVS and all the other little places wherever, you know, the big department store type drugstores, or maybe Walmart might have it. I don't know. This stuff is great. I think I have found the hair color that I'm going to continue to use. So I think that may be the other thing I do today, is put some more, you know, purple up in here and get myself all ready for next week and driving down to LA and having some fun. Oh, something else I wanted to tell you. All right. So I'm pulling crap out of my mom's storage, and I find this big box that's marked Slides and Movies. Well, I hit the mother lode. I found slides of me wearing my favorite dress and my red leather Capezio ghillie style shoes that I talked about in my shoe video. Found pictures of me wearing those. I was so thrilled. Also my red T-straps, which I had forgotten about, but I absolutely loved. I also found video of something I've been talking about to people for years. Nobody in my family seems to remember it, not even my parents. But I found a movie marked. My parents always marked the movies, what was on them. This is, 8mm that my parents took when I was a kid. Anyway, they had marked Dresser Farm, Cheryl and Mary. Mary's my sister. Well, the Dresser Farm is this thing I remember as a kid, but when I try to talk about it to my family, nobody seems to remember having gone there. Well, I've got 8mm proof that we were there. So what I'm going to do, I've got 15 movies that I've pulled out, all having to do between like 1960 and 1964, right in there. And so I'm going to send those to have them digitized, and then I'm going to edit together some video to give to my family, hopefully by Christmas. So that was cool. And then I found slides of images I've never seen before. We've got all of the prints. I'm familiar with the prints that my parents had made and put in the, in the albums and stuff. But there are so many more images. They took tons more slides than they had printed into prints. And so I'm really looking forward to digitizing all of those. Grant and I have one of those machines where you put the slide in and it digitizes it. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting that done. Probably not till after the first of the year, though. And, then I want to look at everything in chronological order and see what it brings up. See if there are things in my memory that I don't remember that maybe the slides and the photos and the movies will remind me of. That can be scary territory, but I feel like I'm really ready to do that. So that is another project that I have coming up. I went ahead and decided to use my mom's. She had one of those Sleep Number beds that was also. The head and foot go up and down, one of those kind of beds. And I was going to give it to my son. Well, I've given it to my son, but he doesn't really have a place for it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up in my room, and I'm going to use that thing. And I was telling a friend, that's all I need is a bed that's going to encourage me not to get up in the morning. It's going to suck me in the afternoon. Oh, come and lie down and watch videos until you fall asleep. Reread all your favorite Stephen King novels. I'm waiting for you. I'm going to suck you in. I mean, yeah, that's all I need. But I'm looking forward to using it anyway. What else? Oh, I've been working hard on jewelry. I'm going to give you a little preliminary peek at what I've been doing. I've been primarily working on bracelets. None of these are completely finished, but they'll give you an idea. I'm sticking with, I know it's winter, I don't care, I'm sticking with the mermaid theme. Mermaids and unicorn theme. Okay, now this is one bracelet. Here's its little focal bead here, and then it's got all these little things coming off of it. It's in kind of oceany colors. I thought that was real pretty. Then I've got another one style that I'm working on. It's a little different. This one doesn't have a bunch of stuff hanging off of it, but it does have kind of large. God, I'm screwing this up, aren't I? I'll show it to you this way. It has large beads all connected together. And then, of course, it's going to have a clasp. I have a clasp that's actually a mermaid clasp that I'm going to be using on this. And I will also be adding charms to these as well. I think I've got one more style. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I don't. Those are the only two styles I've got to show you. And then I'm also working on a peacock-themed set of jewelry. And let's see if you can kind of Whoa. Oh, no, that was just my monitor. You can kind of see some of the colors and the focal beads that are going to be in this peacock style. So that'll be fun. I'm just having so much fun with the beads that I bought when I was with Leanne, when we found like a 70% off thing at Michael's. I mean, I think I spent $100 on beads, but I've got enough beads to last me for years. So I'm having fun with it. So yeah, that's just kind of hitting the highlights of what's been going on and what's in my future. And, I think I'm going to have a little more time to hit these videos. I can't do a bath time confessional because my bathtub is full of stuff. We're doing a little bit of remodeling in that bathroom. So I've got, chairs and stuff that was in the cupboards and things like that all piled in the bathtub. So you won't have one of those for a while. But when I go to LA, I'm going to stay in a hotel that's got a hot tub. So I will probably do a hot tub confessional for you while I'm down there. So I'm looking forward to that. So on that note, I'm going to quit blabbering and say bye-bye and happy birthday to me. Bye.